game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On second down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. On the return, it's Rodgers. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Now it's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Taylor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. To the right side, this is Taylor. A little juke. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The sack coming from Big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd and 4. Cook up the gut. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brady, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Cousins. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 101 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So, I want to say, if you're watching this video at this point, I struggled today running the ball with my all Madden set 3 sliders. Let me pause this for a minute. And I was getting a little frustrated with my own creation, my own work. And I started thinking to myself, I started thinking about the people that might play with my sliders. I'm like, damn, they might be having these problems. And they might be like, yo, this dude's fucking sliders suck. So, you know, and then especially I got one dislike on my set 3. So I'm like, damn, you know what? What if I fucked up? You know what I'm saying? I went back, did a little practicing. I reminded myself that, you know what? Follow your blocks. Remember to follow your blocks. It's not a one-man show. Let your blocks lead you. Let them take away the burdens, which is the defenders, and ease on through. Take what the defense give you. Bam. Everything came back. I was like, I know I made these sliders. And I tested them, and they was right. So I'm saying that to say this, that, you know, don't forget to follow your blocks. If you're having troubles running with any of my sliders.
A first down throw for Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. Now Cook hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Gets around him, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, Ryan. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones. Come into my office. God dang. Listen here, Daniel. What happened on the field, man? Huh? What happened?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action with Ryan. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Woo!
And bringing him to the ground.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
That sack backs Ryan and the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins gives way to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Indy set to go on offense once more. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. First and 10, Taylor now. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Ryan. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll be stopped 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. From the 22, Cousins. And this is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Cousins to throw it. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
And partner, a tie game in the 4th quarter. You know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
The kick by Joseph is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Colts getting ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
He's blocking the offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They run with Hines. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to pull one over his head as this game progresses.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way down.
Running left, Taylor. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run once more with Taylor. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now out comes Minnesota. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Well, 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's Rodgers on the return. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it. And
this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Taylor. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
Offense.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now Ryan. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Evades him at the 10. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, it'll be Taylor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling the gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor, no gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. Blankenship's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So Cousins and the Vikings down 23-20, a little over a minute and a half remaining. Now they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them. Maybe it'll slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Cousins to throw. Completes this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll try the middle with Cook. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. So third down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Complete. Jefferson to target. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Here's Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Well, this fan base on a losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while.
I hate losing. Damn. All right, so the point of this video, man, is to show that you can get running yards with the running back with my set 3, because today I got discouraged with my set, and I couldn't run the ball, and I realized it was because I wasn't following my blocks. You always got to follow your blocks, follow the lead, let them lead, let them clear a path for you. Sometimes the defense gonna get in the backfield for you. I post that because, and I say that because I'm sure some of y'all experience the same thing. You probably felt like, you know what, I can't run with some of these sets. I can't get no yards off. Well, you know what? You got to follow your blocks. Let's take a look at the stats. It's looking realistic. It was a pretty close game, pretty tough game. I win some, I lose some. Got the 100 yards with Dalvin. You can get 100 yards with my set 3. Just make sure you follow your blocks, follow your leads. Football fundamentals. Realistic averages, 4.7, 4.5. I made a mistake and hit the hurry up button instead of the timeout. I could have probably won this game. Dummy. Fucking dummy. All realistic stats, as you can see. GOAT material. All the stars, they showed up. They definitely showed up and showed out. You watching the video. If you watched the video, appreciate that. Hit the like button for me. Share the content. Share the sliders. Most of all, enjoy. I'm out.